Hi, Julie. Can you see me? Or hear me? Hi, Left Lane. Hey. What's good, you guys? Let me know if you can hear me. I'm still learning as I go. What are you guys up to tonight? It's super duper stormy here now. It's raining big time. Right, sounds so educated. It's raining big time. Oh, yay. How are you, Julie? What'd you do today? Okay, you can hear me? Right on. That's what's up. I just figured I would try this again. Hey, GC, how are you? Yo. It's super stormy outside. Really, I know, Julie, I love the rain. I love the rain. Seriously, like I feel so like rejuvenated after it's rained really good. And I like it to be a little colder, even though I have a blanket right here. I prefer it to be cold. Hi, Debbie. That's right. That's right. Is it raining where you're at, Left Lane? Just curious. I know, right, GC? My daughter, the 16-year-old, came in and she's like, Mom, they've already canceled school, like at 6 schools around us. So, of course, she's hoping and praying that school is canceled here, right? But I guess I'll find out by the morning time. We will see. I hope everyone had a good night, good evening. I did end up making pozole, like I said. I need to post a picture, right? I was going to do a video of it in the kitchen, but none of my family wanted me to be in the way, even though I'm the one cooking it. They don't want to be in the video. That's what I'm saying. So they need to start getting with it and not minding me having them in there, right? Julie, I sleep well in the rain too. You know something funny? I when it's not raining, I play like sounds of rain, relaxing sounds of rain on my phone from YouTube, and that's how I get to sleep better. And my grandson too, the baby, my son and daughter-in-law, they have a little machine, like a white noise machine, and they play that for him, and that's what helps him sleep. As a matter of fact, my mom is up there right now, guys. This is the first time she's ever flown in her life, and she flew to Idaho. Hey, Goyo, how are you? I send mines right back. I did make that pozole tonight, fed everybody, and I thought I would come in and tap in with you guys for a little bit. I know you're hearing this rain out there, Goyo. You're just across town. So raining cats and dogs in the 831. That's right, it is. It's so pretty. The sound of it is so relaxing to me. Yes, and we need it. We need the rain. I mean, it's probably coming down fast or a lot, but we need the rain, right? So I thought I would ask you guys, what do you think about that situation that happened with, what is his name? Alec Baldwin. Did you guys hear about that? You should jam the hot chip. I'm afraid, GC. You're going to get a good night in the 831. That's right, Zone. We will. We'll sleep good tonight. That's for sure. I don't know. I'm going to brush my hair. I'll sit here. I don't know if I should do the hot chip challenge. Yeah, he killed the director, right? How does that happen, though? I mean, obviously, I'm not clowning. I realize what happened, but how does that get mistaken, for a real, bullet? Like, what really happened? What do you guys think? Is a rainy day feeling again? Oh, Julie, I hope you mean that like in a good way. I know sometimes rainy days can be a downer, but a little bit of rain is good. Yeah, it was an accident, but that's crazy, right? GC, for real. I don't know. I'm just wondering how that kind of mistake could have taken place. Hey, House of Tattoos, there you are. How was your day, homeboy? Who is ever in charge of props? Where are you at, Julie? Didn't prepare the gun right. Yeah, I think so, Julie. Strange days. Thanks for having us, Jen. 76 trillion gallons, Jen, over California. That's right. I feel it now. The rain is coming down. Zone, he's already got the checks in hand. You know it. Got to send them out. Said sad situation. They said the gun was a prop gun, but the bullet was, oh my gosh, still can kill. Right. Well, it can mess up and fire a thing Right. So I'm wondering, was it just some projectile piece that was in there, or was it an actual, you know, bullet? I don't know if I'm supposed to say all that on YouTube. So, um, Vince, hi Jen, hi Vince, hi Jen. Yes, windy and rainy in Gilroy. Yeah, I bet it is there too. That's right. Let me see if I can fix this right here, guys. Hold on. Let me see. Mm-mm. Okay, I think I did it. I'll check it out right now. I think he didn't mean to do so. He looked sick with the pictures they took. Zone, when I saw that, I was like, this guy is tore up inside. You can just feel it. You could tell he's completely devastated. Saludos from up north and Tracy, first time visiting. Hi, Reynoso. I'm glad you're here. Thank you for coming and welcome. I hope you join the Convicted Hearts family and come back and subscribe. I feel terrible for Alec Baldwin and the families who were affected by this, especially the young photo directed was killed. Yes, Julie, I know, me too. Oh, I love you, girl. I'm going to bed. Debbie, we love you too, girl. Hope you're feeling better. Okay, I think we have a guest, you guys. My very first special guest. Let me see.
Hey,
Hey, you might
what's up there, Jen?
not much. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. It's been a beautiful day today. It's not
Yeah,
raining, sunny. It's
really?
nice weather. Real
Right
nice.
on. That's
Yeah.
nice. Yeah, it's pouring right here. It
Oh,
is
wow.
pouring. But I
Got
love
the atmospheric river coming through. I see.
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pouring
Yeah.
and it's super windy. There's like a big tree that fell across the street down the way,
Wow.
so all the traffic's backed up. But we need
Wow.
the rain, right?
We need the rain, so we have a drought, we do need the rain, that's necessary, Thank God
Yeah,
for that, you know.
no.
Hey, commenting on that one subject about Alec Baldwin,
Yeah, what do you think?
I think they should actually they shouldn't be allowed any real kind of guns on it, whether they're blanks or not. They need
Yeah,
to be props, but fake props. Whatever they have to use.
right.
Because or if they're not going to do that, somebody has to be liable for the inspection before it's going to be used during that time.
Yeah, I completely agree. Like how could that be possible? How could there be something in there? Somebody has to check it.
On blanks, I don't know about blanks or anything too much, but a blank gun, if you're close enough and you
Mhm.
shoot, it can hurt you. It can kill you. But I don't know how. See, they don't say how far they were from them, how close the director, I mean the cinematographer was to him,
Mhm.
but it seems to me like it had to be a real bullet, but I can't say it is, because
Yeah,
it actually hit two people, right?
yeah. Two people,
Yeah,
yeah. And
two
the other,
people.
I think the other guy he's still in the hospital, I think, but
Yeah,
at least
to
died.
me, what kind of gun was it again? Was it a 357 Magnum? Was it
Right. No,
was
I think it was like a 45, I think. I
was it
heard
a
that. hmm
yeah,
it
see,
had to be, it's an old Western, so I'm sure it was a revolver, right?
yeah,
Right. That's
it
crazy.
wasn't an Uzi or nothing like that, or
No.
AK-47.
Right. You know how people
No,
are.
but to be truthful to you, that they do need to keep track of that, because this
Yeah.
is not the first time it happened. It happened to that other guy from The Crow. Remember? I
Yeah.
can't remember the name.
Was that the
Yeah,
guy? He was Bruce Lee's son or something?
Brandon Lee, wasn't it?
Okay.
Brandon Lee.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I remember
yeah.
that. That's crazy.
Yeah, but man, it's just like you got to be more careful with the props and everything, because that's very serious. I mean, when it takes somebody's life, it was an accident, but man, that's pretty serious.
I
Yeah.
know it is serious. Like even with even though it's just a paintball gun. I had a cousin that was messing around with those when he was a kid, and he's blind in one eye from just
Yeah.
messing around with that.
Yeah, those can tear you up. I used to play paintball with these groups around here, and I seen some serious rips in your skin and welts and tears, pretty
Yeah,
bad. And it depends on how close you are, but some of these characters, they used to freeze those paintballs, and it made them more accurate. And man, when they hit you, they hurt.
That's
Yeah,
crazy. I bet it
yeah,
does. That's why
yeah.
I always thought like it would be fun to go do that, but I don't want to be the one getting hit by them, you know? So I
Right.
never do.
I padded up on the front and everything. I had a little vest and everything, but
Yeah.
that guy caught me right on the side right here, just like,
Ugh.
and it felt like it just sliced you, man. That's how
Yeah. I bet
it
it
hurt
did.
though.
Hmm.
Yeah. We
You know,
used to
it's
play we used to play in a field against these Vietnamese people, and
hmm
it was the last man standing. They had their group and we had our group. And last man standing was it, basically. And it was a
yeah,
trip. It's pretty fun, but you know, getting back to the other stuff like that, I can't see how, if it's a blank, how it could kill one person and injure the other. That's how I don't understand. I don't understand that,
I
you
don't
know?
either. That's like the question right here. The Vince has. My only question is, was the shooting a at a non-actor? What I was thinking is because she was like was she like the cinematographer, director,
Yeah,
something? Maybe she was standing behind the camera, and it was a scene where he's supposed to be like aiming at a villain or something, and they were
yeah,
trying to capture that angle, and she and the other guy just happened to be standing there.
yeah. They
Possibly.
were saying they were saying on the news that when they shoot or they and they're filming, they're not
Hmm.
supposed to aim at the character, at the person.
Oh,
They're supposed
really?
to shoot, yeah, like towards them, but not directly at them,
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that's what they were saying. So, and maybe she was on the side
Hmm.
of the person behind, filming in the direction of Alec Baldwin. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Yeah,
I could see that. Yeah, I
yeah.
could see that happening. Yeah, most definitely.
And then
Um,
but it had to be a pretty big projectile to be doing that. And I'm trying, because blanks don't carry any kind of stuff, projectiles, do
right.
they?
I don't think so. I mean, isn't the whole purpose in it being a blank is just basically to capture the noise and make the.
Yeah, and from what I've seen, some certain things that the tip opens up like this,
Hmm.
and but there's gunpowder in there. It just boom,
Oh,
makes the noise.
yeah,
So that's what how I'm trying to figure that out. You know,
yeah. That is crazy to think of. I can imagine. I just can't imagine being there and actually seeing that, thinking it's another day, on the movie
yeah,
set.
yeah. So how was your day, Jen?
It was pretty good. It was pretty
Good,
good,
good.
pretty productive. I did housework, some things here.
Hey, I know how
And
that.
yeah, I did my thing with that. I don't have a super exciting life, but it's mom life. Did some
Yeah, yeah,
laundry, made pozole, served up the kids, and here I am.
yeah. That sounds like my day. And but I went to the store. I'm over here shopping, buying a couple of things for my car, and still working on it.
What
It's
is
a
it?
project, but it's getting there.
Yeah, yeah. What is the type of car you have again?
It's a 1940 Cadillac LaSalle. This is like the last year they made it. From 1927 to
Mhm.
1940 was
Oh,
the
okay.
years they made this vehicle. And
Oh,
so it's one of the very last ones. I think they only made like
let me
six,
see.
from what I heard, 6,600 and something cars
Mhm.
like that.
How nice! Wow, I
Yeah.
love old cars. My ex father-in-law, he had like I think it was a 1936 Studebaker.
Okay.
So beautiful, like
Yeah.
burgundy,
Those are pretty nice.
cream.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
he has it all fixed up. He was gonna pass it down to my girl's dad because that was his only son. But since their dad passed away, now he says to my girls he's gonna give it to them. So at
Wow.
least keep it in the family.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
He put a lot of work into it. Yeah.
I've had I've had quite a few cars. I had like everything from 37, 40, 41,
Hmm.
47, 48, 50, 48, 49, 50,
Hmm.
53,
Wow.
54, 58s. But right now that's what I got right now. I used to sometimes I'll buy,
Mhm.
sell, and
Yeah.
as a business kind of like make money off of it.
Right.
guys came down from Europe, purchased one of my cars,
Really?
and made money off of it. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
guess. I mean,
But
that's really a good thing right now because they're pretty expensive. Even the rusty ones I've been looking at, like they need a lot of work, are very expensive.
let me tell you something, Jen. A while back, this car right here, that one right there,
Yeah, I see it.
I got it, and it was
Artie.
black, all dented up and everything. Right? What's up,
Yeah.
Party Marine?
Artie.
Yeah. So, and I put some love into it, and I didn't get an expensive paint job, but it was looking real nice. Upholstery, everything.
Yeah.
But there was a time in my life where I got injured because I was a truck driver, right?
Oh
I
wow.
got injured, and I had to sell it, so I sold it. But during that time, it was like I got it. I sold it for 7,000 and another car, but the other car was a 1994 Lincoln Town Car on hydraulics, all painted up
All
and
that.
everything. You
Mhm.
know,
Yeah.
but I lost out on the deal, because but I said at that time I needed to make it happen, so I made it happen.
Right.
But
That's sometimes we're in that situation where we
but
have to make a
I'm,
decision.
I'm yeah, yeah, and it is what it is. But
Mhm.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed my kids, like my grandkids. It was like a daily driver. That car I showed you was a daily driver. I'd be
Nice.
out there, and my grandkids, hey, take me to school. Vámonos, let's go.
Yeah.
you know, I'd go to the store, grocery shopping, park it, lay it on the floor,
Hmm.
lock the doors, go in, and nobody ever messed with it. It was a
That's
daily
good.
driver. Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice. It, well, this thing that happened the other day at my mom's house, right across the street. It wasn't an old car, but her neighbor's truck was stolen, like in the middle of the night,
Wow.
and my mom's ring camera captured the whole thing. But they took the what is it, Cadillac converters?
Oh man, they're
And
doing that a lot.
yeah, the neighbor said it's going to be like $4,000 to replace it.
They're expensive, man. They are expensive.
And that's as
Uh,
much as a car sometimes.
they get that stuff out of there and they sell them. There's stuff
Mhm.
in there that they cut it up or what kind of stuff it is, I don't
Yeah.
know, but and they sell them, man. It's been happening over here for quite some time too.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like the
hmm
second one I've heard in that area of Salinas that happened at. And it tripped
Yeah,
me out, the cost of that to replace it.
it's crazy. But the prices are going up a lot on everything pretty much right now, Jen.
Yeah, I know, right?
Inflation is going
Seriously.
up, girl.
Yes, on everything. On
Yeah,
food, on cars, everything, gas. That's
yeah.
the truth. That's the
I
truth. Did
wanted to say hi to what's her name? She was just on right now.
Julie?
Julie. Hi, Julie.
I say, hey, Julie, what's up, girl?
Yeah, but it's something that like what I do. This is I enjoy it. Put me in an old car any day,
Yeah.
and that's me. I have another car on the side, but
Hmm.
it put me in an old car any day. I don't have to. It's open drive line. The
Hmm.
fastest you can go is like about 90 miles an hour, but I'm okay. I don't need
Right.
just cruise and just roll. And
Right. I
and, and
think yeah, it brings you back to like, it slows you down and reminds you to appreciate the things in life. You don't have
yeah.
to be everywhere in a hurry, you know?
Hey, you said it right there. You hit it right on the dot, man. Because you know what? It's just like rush, rush here. Nah, slow down a little bit. Look
Hmm.
at things. Look at life. People in smile, basically. Smile, man.
Yeah. With
Yeah.
everything in life, you're right. That's important for all of us to remember for sure.
So once somebody was saying it's platinum that's inside there, huh? That's
Oh,
why.
okay, Vince Platinum. Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't
Oh,
know
that
that.
that is expensive. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. But trip out on this, the house they found it at, because they found it like a few hours later, is like this. I know the house from back in the day when we were teenagers, and it's no good. It's like they're dealers.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I
That
wasn't
happens.
surprised.
Yeah, I sometimes like around here, I don't see it too much right here, but I've been hearing about it in Los Angeles, LA. They've been stealing a lot of catalytic converters. Yeah, it's crazy, man. They
Yeah,
caught a couple. Oh, yeah.
it is
Yeah.
crazy, especially when we're doing our best just to get by.
Yeah.
Pay for a little carne on the side at the store is so much. I couldn't believe it. Like there was what was it? A tri-tip was like $30 at Safeway. I'm like,
Right.
well, we're not having that tonight.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the prices. I mean, I shop at right here, down the street at Winco, but
Mhm.
like the most expensive meat that I seen, like to throw on the grill or something, the carne asada was
Mhm.
about 18 something a pound.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
I was like, what?
Yeah, a lot of times I think, I don't know if you do this. Sometimes I think about my loved ones that have passed, and I'll think for a split second, man, I got to tell my dad about this. He wouldn't believe this.
Yeah.
And then you realize they're not here, but,
Yeah.
he wouldn't believe it. Basically.
Yeah. That's true too. Yeah. You're absolutely right. But lately I've been thinking about my mom. My
Really?
mom passed away a couple years, but me and my mom were like this. She was I learned a lot from her because my dad wasn't hardly in the picture, but I learned a lot from her. But the thing is you miss her. Just her laughter, always positive, always making people laugh, and nothing
Mhm.
seemed to bother her.
Yeah. They
Yeah.
don't make them like that no more. I'm telling you.
Oh, no, they don't.
They
They
really
don't, man.
don't. My
Yeah.
biggest, and my condolences. I know that's it's hard. I have my grandma still on my mom's side.
Hmm.
She's tough, but I'm telling you what, there's nobody in my life that has been more positive than her. I
Yeah,
mean,
that's
she's
true.
been through lung cancer. She has one lung. During the same time, my grandfather was going downhill from Alzheimer's, and she stayed solid the whole time.
Yeah.
She would be comforting us. Um,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? She's strong.
My grandma. I never met my mom's grandma because she passed away at 40. She was very young. She
Yeah,
was a smoker, a big smoker, and she died back then of what was it? A pneumonia.
yeah.
Pneumonia, yeah. But my grandma on my dad's side, she lived to be 103 years old.
No
And
way.
I'm telling you, yeah, used to love playing cards,
Yeah.
uh, drinking, and still,
Mhm.
just enjoying life. But I looked at her, I said, man, grandma went through a lot, man.
Yeah.
But during her, like from 70s, I guess, to when she passed away, I used to ask her, how do you do it? She
Mhm.
prays a lot and she grows her own food and she
Yeah.
eats these chili. They okay, which my dad eats. He's 96 right now. The
Okay.
chilies are what are those small ones that they're red but they turn black.
Oh my gosh. I know what you're talking about, but
Yeah, I
I
don't
can't
know the
remember
name
the
of those,
name.
but I used to see my dad. He'll go like this and crumble them up and eat his food, but he'd be sweating
Really?
buckets.
Yeah.
And
Because
I'm
the
like,
smaller they are, the hotter they are normally.
yeah. And I guess it just basically gets rid of the antioxidants in your
Yeah.
body,
Like
you
you
know?
sweat it out, and yeah,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
makes sense. That's
yeah.
crazy. I know my great grandfather, he lived to be like 97.
Oh
And
wow.
he was rough though. He was always at the bar, always, doing wild things, had a lot of kids. But I remember this one time we went to go see him. And I was a teen mom. I just made a video about that. I think I'm going to put it out tomorrow.
Cool,
How that
cool,
all unfolded.
cool.
And so we got a picture, right? Like 5 generations. That's not very common, especially in our culture and everything, for people to be
Right?
alive that long. And when everybody walked away, my great grandfather told me, "Hey, did you sneak me up any of that wacky tobacco you guys grow over there?" I couldn't believe he said that. And I was like, "No, Grandpa, I don't want that." He's like, "Next time, sneak me something in." He was still joking, you know what I mean? His mind was
Yeah,
still there. His body was
yeah,
just shutting down. Yeah.
yeah. It's a trip. I seen this one lady that lived out here, and she was a black lady,
Hmm.
and I used to call her Mama because I used to see her always walking up and down the streets, and she was 87 years old at this time, real flaquita girl.
Hmm.
And one time I seen her with an axe, not an axe, a pickaxe, carrying it on her shoulder, and she's walking down the street, and it's about maybe 100 degrees outside, right? And
Yeah.
so she's walking. I said, "Where you going, Mama?" She goes, "I'm going over here to work on this lady's yard." I'm like, "Damn!" I said,
I thought you were gonna say to work on this lady. I was like, oh, what'd she do?
"Oh no, to work on the lady's yard." And she went up
Wow.
there and literally started digging her yard up for her. And the lady must have been about 50 years old, maybe,
Mhm.
you know.
Oh,
But she was a hustler.
yeah.
But you know what when I used to talk to her, because I used to see, I used to talk to her and her son and those other people, right? And I said, so what do you do? How was your life? She says, well, you know what? I grew up with the skin disease, which she was like turning different colors, like white, light colors,
Yeah.
patches,
Yeah.
whatever.
Hmm.
Yeah. And I don't know if it's the truth, but this is what she told me. She goes, my doctor prescribed me back in the days chewing tobacco. I'm like, you're no, really for real. She goes, yeah. And I says, really? And she's still chewing tobacco at her age, you know? And I'm like, dang,
That's
this is a
yeah.
tough lady, man. But
That is crazy.
yeah, back in the days, like my mom used to tell me these stories about her, like, when they had food ration stamps during
Mhm.
World War II, you know,
Yeah.
and she had to, I still have them to this day.
Do
You know,
you
she
really?
gave to me with their name on it, and she says they used to live on bean soup, you
Yeah.
know, because they're so poor, you know.
Yeah. That's how my
And
grandmother told me too.
yeah, yeah, and it's a trip, but it toughened them up, I guess, you know. It
Yeah.
toughened them up. Yeah.
It makes sense, because that's one thing I remember my grandfather's garage when he was alive. He always had it lined up with canned foods everywhere.
Yeah.
He had it labeled, he'd write the date on it. He had it organized, the vegetables were here, beans were here, rice was here. And I used to think, why he's spending so much time, he's wasting so much time in there. But look at how things are now, and people are even saying, gosh, I wish I would have been doing that all along. I should have listened to my grandparents or my parents.
That's true. You got to prepare yourself, man, because especially like today, there was an earthquake over here.
I
I
heard
think
that.
yeah, in Maywood. I didn't feel it. I was at church or something. I didn't feel it, but yeah, I didn't. I guess so. But it was like a 3 point. Was it 3 point something? Yeah.
That's pretty big. Yeah, that's big enough you're going to feel that. And wherever it was closest to. Yeah,
I
I
used
hate
to.
earthquakes. I
You,
hate
you know,
earthquakes. I'm still traumatized from 89.
oh man, bad one, huh?
Mm-hmm.
You know, in 1971, I remember that earthquake. I was 5 years old,
Mm-hmm.
and I had to use the restroom, and I got up early in the morning, and
Yeah.
all of a sudden everything started just rattling, shaking. And at that time I was living in Azusa, California, and
Okay.
so we had these couches that had a little. It was about a foot and a half clearance underneath them, and I just dove under there and stood there. I'm like, "What the
Yeah.
heck is this?" You know, that
Yeah.
was my first time of experiencing an earthquake, and
Right.
that was a pretty bad one in 1971.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
That's
pretty bad.
scary. Yeah, it is scary. They had it must just be, I don't know if there's a season for earthquakes that they're going to happen more, but they had an earthquake drill last week at the kids' school.
Yeah, yeah. My granddaughter came home and she goes, I go, how was your day at school? She's all like,
Yeah.
we had to put our arm over our head, and she's in preschool, and she goes, and we went under the table, and it
Mhm.
just, and I said, oh, earthquake drill. Yeah.
Yeah, this is my friend right here. They call De Life. You guys, she has a YouTube channel. You should go follow her. She's a sweetheart, beautiful girl,
Hello.
good,
Hi.
good heart and everything. And
Cool.
Julie, she's gonna get her channel. We're gonna do something coming up here soon.
That's great, man. That's great. I look at this stuff. It's real good therapy, man. I mean, we all go through things, Jen. You're not alone, girl. And I still want to tell that story, like I'm telling you, man,
I'm looking
because to
forward to
me,
it.
it's very
Life without parole. That's
you'll relate to it. You'll relate to it because of the fact that it's to the T, man, to the
yeah,
T. Things happen.
yeah. I'm looking
Uh,
forward to hearing
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Definitely. I was just telling okay, Life Without Pearls on here. I was just telling House that it's raining over here. I had been telling her earlier it's going to start pouring. It's definitely pouring now.
Yeah, we right now there's no rain at all. There was this evening, nice sunset. I was looking off to Los Angeles, and I'm like, man, beautiful sunset, and the clouds way over there, and I'm cool.
Yeah,
It's
that is nice. Most
yeah,
definitely.
yeah. Out here, some of the times we don't even get the rain out here because it's more up north towards Los Angeles
Mhm.
or whatever. Like right now, I think the watching the news, the atmospheric river is going up more up north. So you guys are gonna really feel it.
Yeah, yeah. I was
I
hearing
guess
that even north of here is going to be a lot heavier too.
yeah, they were categorizing it like they give it numbers, just I guess like a hurricane too.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
crazy.
I think it's gonna be in the fours, I guess, or something like that.
Gosh, yeah. I like to hear it at night, but like around the house right here where I'm at, we're kind of on the outskirts. So there's a
Oh,
lot of like really tall eucalyptus trees. So I always get kind of worried, like I hope one of those trees don't fall,
right.
you know?
Yeah,
They're
that's
pretty
true.
big.
Yeah, where I live at. There's a lot of eucalyptus trees out here.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
we're surrounded by them right here too.
Are you?
Yeah.
I like me personally. I lived in LA and it's a rat race. It's really bad. I mean, it's like so crowded and you're spending most of your lifetime on the freeway in a car or whatever than anything.
Hmm.
Yeah, traveling.
Yeah.
But when I moved out here, I didn't like it. And I ain't gonna lie to you because I used to the city. And out here there was nothing.
Hmm.
But I got used to it and it was like, wow, I could get from here to there in no time at all.
Yeah.
But now just to go from here to up to the street, that's like 15, 20 minutes. I'm like, damn.
Yeah,
It's
that's crazy.
yeah, it's growing out here, man. It is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a trip to see that. Like there's even certain areas, like in the outskirts of Salinas, like right at the foothills, were always either fields or just, country sort of areas. And there's houses now right up to the foothills. And that's why people are, there's like mountain lions coming down into their yards and everything.
Yeah,
Because,
yeah.
I mean, we're going into their area now, right?
True. Hey, do you get snow up there, Jen?
No.
No?
One time when I was a little girl, I remember we
Okay.
lived in this awful ratchet house for like 6 months. And it snowed. That was like the only happy memory I remember of that house. So hold on to that.
everything was
Yeah, everything went wrong there.
everything was all white, huh? When you seen
Yeah,
it?
it was so cool to
Yeah.
see that. Yeah, do the storms
Gotta give
scare
me
you
a
guys?
gotta give me a water.
Yeah, yeah, get your water. Do the
Get
storms
water.
scare you guys? You know what, Lifestyle Pearl, it doesn't scare me unless, like I said, I feel like the trees are gonna fall. Something like that. Yeah, I get a little scared when the winds get real high. Hey, what's
One
up,
time I
Lily?
one time I went to El Paso, Texas. That's where my mom's originally from.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And she goes, okay, my aunt owned a property out there, which was a historic hotel, I guess, or something like that, right? Apartment complex.
Yeah.
And so we went out there and we didn't have to rent a place or anything because she had some available openings. So it was like I think a 4-story,
Mm-hmm.
and it was shaped like a V shape.
Okay.
It was old. It had French doors and everything.
Nice.
We pretty much slept on the floor when we stood down there, got blankets, slept on the floor, no
Mhm.
curtains or nothing. And that was one of the worst storms that I've ever seen,
Oh
man.
my gosh, that's so scary.
Lightning, thunders. I'm like, damn. It was
Hmm.
crazy.
Yeah, that would scare me for sure. That one earthquake I had mentioned, the one from '89,
Yeah.
I think I slept with my parents for like 6 months when that happened on the floor next to their bed. I was so scared. We had just moved into this house, right? My we probably moved like 15 times before we got this house. And my dad had finally he went to work for the prison. He was a or not contractor. He worked in construction before, but it was hard to find work then, especially during the winter.
Yeah.
And he finally had some people talk him into, you should go work for the prison. You make good money. And he had been in the military during Vietnam, so I guess it's they kind of help him get in there when they've been in the army or whatever. So he did that. My parents got a house, and I mean, probably 2 weeks into moving in, the earthquake happened. So there was no cabinets on the cabinets inside the house because it was basically gutted. It was really run down. My dad was just going to build on it and work on it. So everything went flying out of the cabinets. The
Wow.
ceiling split down the middle. And I'm watching this like as a little kid. And my dad
Yeah.
was sleeping during the day because he was working the swing shift, I think it was.
Okay.
But he came busting out of the door. He grabbed me, grabbed my brother, my cousin, because we froze. We didn't know what to do. He
Wow.
pulled us into the room and was holding the door jamb.
Mm-hmm.
But even the wall, there was a brick fireplace, and every brick was flying off the wall, like a
Wow.
ghost was throwing it or something. It was crazy.
Wow. Yeah. That is crazy. The one time when I was living over here, and I think it was the Whittier
Excuse
earthquake
me.
that they had, and I was at work, and I used to be in a little office, and I was typing and doing this and
Yeah.
that, and uh, so what happened was the earthquake started. So I looked over here to the right, and I literally saw the concrete like a wave going like this,
Yes.
and I'm like, man, can concrete bend like that and not break? And it
Hmm.
did. It was a
Yeah.
trip. It
That's
was a
wild,
trip.
right? I
Yeah.
think I've heard there's different types. The ones like that where it goes in a wave, and then there's ones that like just shift back and forth.
Yeah. Jolts like
Really?
a strong jolt,
Yeah.
huh? Yeah. Yeah.
Either way, I don't like it. I could do
Yeah.
it. But,
I remember the days back when I was a kid, and I think I was 11 years old,
mhm.
and I had to go. I was in Amani when I lived in Amani, and I had to walk to school. But back then, I swear it was raining for 40 days and 40 nights. I ain't joking.
It was like
And as
biblical,
a
huh?
kid, I said, okay, I lived pretty far from the school where I was going, right?
Yeah.
So nobody picked me up after school, and it was raining so hard that the rain was coming down at an angle,
Yep.
and the wind was blowing. I was felt it against me,
Hmm.
and I was like, "Damn, man, I was strutting, man." But it was pretty vicious, man. I was being pelted by the rain, and I was like, "Wow, that was pretty crazy, man," because it was coming out at an angle, you know?
Right. Yeah. When it comes
Yeah,
at that angle, that's when you know it's coming down hard. You know,
yeah. Yeah.
that's
But
wild.
yeah, I remember it seemed like it was 40 days and 40 nights for reals. Because I remember that season, man. Everything like up in the Azusa Canyon,
Hmm.
uh, things got washed away, like the roads and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot
That
of stuff.
happens a lot right there where the canyons are, right? When it storms.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, yeah. It
That's
was pretty.
crazy. Yeah.
Hey, I'm glad you got this StreamYard going. Now people could jump on, Jen.
Right. I just tried it out. So I think this is like a little trial period, but I'll keep it up after for sure because this is cool
That's
to have
cool,
someone to
man.
talk
That's
to.
good. It's always good to chit chat and talk with people
Yeah.
like this. It's a blessing, man. It's good,
Right. It
man.
most definitely is. It brightens my day for sure.
Yeah. So maybe some of these people ain't too shy. Hop on. What's
Yeah.
up?
Yeah. Right. Look at there's Harvey too from Harvey Talks Prison. I interviewed him. He's from Missouri.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing? Let's see.
Yeah. Let me see if I can post the link again. I'm barely learning all this, so
That's cool, man.
yeah,
That
I'm
that is.
trying. All I can
Hey,
do.
that Whittier earthquake, like I was telling you,
Mhm.
when it happened, my kids were asleep. I was asleep, and then it started shaking. So I woke up and got the kids and got in between the wall. You know how between the doorways that how
Yeah.
they tell you.
Yeah.
And I was just like bouncing back and forth, hitting the walls, and my girls were screaming and
Hmm.
crying.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then we still felt the aftershocks. So
Mhm.
like early in the morning, we didn't go to sleep. We were still up, and then another one came. This time we ran out the door, right to the back. It was like open,
Mhm.
but we were just seeing the trees go. The trees were going like this back and forth.
Oh my
That's how
God.
bad it was. I was like, damn,
Yeah.
But I do we stay outside? And I mean, we went through it, but it was pretty crazy, man. Yeah.
Right. It is crazy. Yeah, that's wild. If any of you guys want to jump on, go for it. Give it a try. If not, I understand it's a Sunday night. I just thought I would come on for a bit. So, did
Yeah.
you do any tattoos today?
No, I got some appointments set up, but no, I've been doing some small ones lately. It's this time of the season, it slows down because Christmas time, the holidays stuff. But I got some small ones coming up. Just a little while ago, a girl called me. She wants to get her half sleeve done,
Oh,
so I'm gonna start working on her half sleeve, and then but I don't really post the small ones and stuff like that. But I'm gonna post hers. She wants some flowers, butterflies, and other
hmm.
things. And
Yeah.
then
I was trying to think of a piece like I want to get something done, but I want something, you know what I mean? That's gonna be near to my heart, you know. So
It's got to
I
be.
think I need to think of something like that.
It's got to be meaningful. Always
Exactly.
always keep them meaningful. There's a reason for everything. This is an old one that I have. Can you see it?
Yeah.
It's an
Okay.
old one that
I
I
like
did
that.
years ago,
I
and
like
it's
that. Yeah.
not a lion because I'm actually a bird.
Oh, are
I think
you?
I'm a
That's
lion.
why you're
Oh,
so
are you?
short.
That's why
Okay.
you're so short.
I don't know why
Yeah.
my thing's
One
echoing.
second. Hold on. I can't hear
Okay.
you.
Is that your
Can
ringtone?
you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you hear me now? Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So that one is like it has meaning towards me. I feel like I'm more of a Leo than I am a Virgo. I was born
Really?
September 1st, right? But the butterfly that's in front of it is the peacekeeper. He keeps the lion in check is what he does. Because when we're younger we act a fool or this and that.
Yeah.
But that butterfly, it was a cover up of something. You know what I'm saying? There was something there, but it pretty much keeps the Leo in check, which is relax and chill. But,
Yeah. I could see that in you. You know both
yeah,
of those sides. Yeah. That makes
yeah,
sense.
yeah.
Most
So that's
definitely.
that's what I got that one. But sometimes I see some people come through and they have what do you call that? Give me some tribal. I just want tribal. I ask them, what tribe are you from?
Yes. I'm
You
glad you
know,
do that because that trips
yeah,
me. I mean, it shouldn't bother me. It's not my body, but when I see people that, I mean, have tribal or, you see a lot of people might have a koi fish. Okay, well,
yeah.
what does that mean to you? What's the person you're putting it on your body? I
Mm.
would think that you would have thought about it for a while, why you want that or what it means.
Koi fish do have a meaning,
Do
but
they?
it's not your culture, but they do have a meaning. Like
Oh,
if it's swimming uphill, it
hmm
has meaning. If it's swimming upward or if it's swimming downward.
hmm
If it's swimming upward, it's still the person is still going through the struggle, and that life is a little hard. But as it's coming downward, they pass that point and everything's all cool. You know what I'm saying?
okay,
That's the meaning of it.
that makes
Somebody asked me what's my specialty.
yeah.
I basically whatever the vision is that the person wants, the client wants, is what I do.
So
You
you
know?
can work around that.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I used to have this saying: have a pick, have a vision,
Hmm
or a reason. Let's put it on your skin any given season.
There you go.
No,
Yeah,
hey,
I
but
like that.
and that's what I do. Sometimes if I get started on one person and I start doing something,
Hmm
I'll tend to freestyle a little
Yeah, add a little bit of your own, right?
bit.
Your own flavor to
GC,
it.
just freestyle to the ringtone, huh?
That's good.
All
That's
right.
good. Right on. You know what? Maybe you can answer this for me. Is it normal or not? Like if you have a tattoo, is it normal for it to be kind of raised up? Like if you've had it a long time?
No, that's keloid. That
Oh,
means they're going too deep.
got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's some people that their skin, like dark
Mhm.
skin colored people,
Yeah.
Afro Americans, their
Mhm.
skin keloids easy.
Right. I've read that
Also,
before. Yeah.
yeah.
But
But
I have one only.
mm,
And I got it when I was 16 years old. I snuck out of the house. Me and my brother drove to San Jose to this little nasty shop called Pinky's. And for anyone that's from San Jose, I don't mean Pinky's, the strip club. It was a tattoo shop. But anyways, it was we had gone in. We're like, okay, I'll get one, you get one, and there was ladies of the night, hanging out there watching it. I should have known this place wasn't maybe sanitary,
yeah,
but it's it's small, but I feel it raised up sometimes, and it bothers me, like it's itchy, like it irritates me a lot. It's on my hip, maybe because
yeah.
my hands are right there. I don't know, but
You know, if they did it too deep and it heals and you could feel it raised from your
mhm.
skin, they did it too deep.
Mm,
But sometimes, okay, like I have tattoos on my arm and it's not done deep, right?
okay.
But if I start, like, say I got bit by a mosquito or something and I start scratching it,
Hmm.
all those lines will tend to pop out
Okay.
from that little area.
Yeah.
So, but they go away and the
Yeah.
skin is smooth. But if it's being irritated, it will
Mhm.
pop up. You've got the ink.
Yeah.
But other than that, if it's like that constantly, it's too deep.
Okay. Yeah, mine is only like that sometimes. And it's normally like after the hot shower, like the heat
Yeah,
irritates it or something. I don't know if that
yeah,
makes sense, but it's not like that all the time.
yeah. So it could be that maybe
Mhm.
since it's on your hip, maybe your pants rubbing on it or
Right.
something. That possibly happened. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I
I
was
uh I tattooed my daughter on the side of her, like her
thinking.
on her upper hip to her side of her stomach,
Right.
and
That's
then she had a baby.
hmm.
So now the flower has a
Oh
big
my
crack on it, has a crack going through it.
Hey, at
So it's
least I
like,
can hook her up and you know what I mean? Add something to it.
yeah,
Or that's
but it's
funny.
like
Thanks for
sometimes
there. That's funny.
where you position those tattoos, you got to be careful. You know that happens.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Most definitely. I notice a lot of people, who have had like maybe just a friend or cousin tattoo them on the side. A lot of them that I know that have had that, they have a lot of scar tissue,
yeah.
just an at home tattoo or whatever.
I've done, I've done
Mhm.
ladies that came to my shop that had breast cancer. One had breast cancer,
Oh, wow.
and basically she had gotten her breast removed,
Hmm.
so they reconstructed her. So
Yeah,
she had no nipples or nothing. I don't want to
right.
say that, but she had
No,
none of this and that.
it's
But
a
she
medical
had,
thing. Yeah.
yeah, she had the scar going all the way underneath and wrapping around. So
Hmm.
she tells me, she says, "Hey, I want to get it covered up." And
Yeah.
I says, "Okay." So what I did is I did a she's a survivor. So I made it a butterfly carrying a ribbon and running through all the things,
That's
because she was a
beautiful.
survivor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love
So,
that.
it's just different things. Being a tattoo artist, you run into a lot of different people.
Yeah.
Sometimes like you're their therapist, although I'm going through hard times, but
Yeah.
it's like you're a therapist. Yeah.
I get it is, but don't I bet I mean I'm just guessing, but even after they probably pour their heart out to you, don't you feel maybe a sense of something therapeutic for yourself too after?
You know what? Like before, like I was saying, I mentioned before, is I felt conviction doing tattoos. I used to be a driver for years, right?
Okay.
But since that happened, I said I got to do something. So I opened up a tattoo parlor.
Hmm.
But then Christian side of me says, hey, like the Old Testament. It was in the Old Testament. Don't mark your body like pagans or
Yeah.
whatever. So I stopped. Said, okay. I felt conviction, but God told me, don't worry about it. I got you. Because basically what I did in there is that when people come with their stories because they lost loved ones, all this other stuff,
Right.
what I do is bring out the book, read them some scripture. You
Yeah.
know, there was times where I wouldn't even collect money from them because of the fact we'd be there for an hour talking about God and everything, and they felt, and they didn't even get a tattoo. So I'm good. I'm good with it. So that's the spot that was meant for me.
Yeah.
So
Most
it's all,
definitely.
yeah,
I can
it's
see
all
how
good.
God would use you, in that position, to give your testimony. And
Yeah,
that, you know what I mean? Like, that's definitely an open book for other people to feel comfortable with you, you know?
yeah, yeah. A
I
lot
think
of people. Go ahead.
I think so many people are fear, judgment to tell their own story that they keep it to themselves their whole lives, until we actually start talking and sharing.
You know what? I couldn't believe I'm talking about what we talked about. I don't know if it's in my interview or whatever, but I had to put it out there because it's very good for me. It's necessary. And
It
when you
is.
hold it in, it eats you up.
Yeah.
And
I'm glad you
when
did. Yeah.
when you schedule that one time to interview me for that one, you'll find out I got peace from what I got, because of what happened. But I'll explain the whole story,
Yeah, we definitely have to do that. I know you do.
And,
You know you've got a story, most
but
definitely.
and all these years that I lived, I've seen so much stuff happen. Half me wanted to write a book that says called Eyewitness, you know, because it's like because I witnessed so much stuff and seen so much stuff. But then I said, you know what, I'm not gonna do that. You know, I'm gonna just let it be and let it like
Yeah. You
don't
know,
keep it on my shoulder.
you never know. Maybe one day you will, and maybe it will be through your YouTube channel and interviews. Like, you definitely can share those things. And it witnesses to people's hearts, people that are hurting and people that might be feeling like, who knows, like maybe they don't want to be here. And to hear your testimony and other people's testimony, it will give them that encouragement, to keep fighting.
Hey, you should get a hold of that guy Estevato and do an interview on him of him
Yeah, I
because
got that.
I
I'll
mean
check it.
he is cool as heck. He's really cool and funny. You know, he does comedy or whatever too, also, and funny. You know, so
Yeah.
it's a blessing. I mean, he's older than us, but
Mhm.
still, he's really cool handed, man.
Okay.
Really cool. The
Yeah, I'll
vibe
do
is
it.
good. Yeah,
I think that's good for us too, is like
yeah,
we need to laugh. We need to
exactly.
laugh sometimes. We should be laughing a lot, really. Like, behind every bit of pain, we can turn a lot of that into laughter. Yeah.
Hey, you know what? You're looking at well, how would I say? I wouldn't do that, but you know what's his name? The comedian that killed himself. Robin Williams, is that
Yes,
his?
Robin Williams, yeah.
He made many people laugh, but inside, what was running deep down inside, you know?
Right.
And when you're able to uh, bring that out, because we all suffer from our pain, but laughter is good.
Hmm.
Laughter is good,
It is
and
good. It
that's one
medicine
thing
for
that
the soul. Yeah.
yeah. That's why I joke around and sometimes I say certain things around the thing. Just laugh, man. Have
Hmm.
fun, laugh. You know, life is short, man.
Yeah.
Uh, and if we can't, it's not like putting each other down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's more or less like joking around with people, you know. But now these days you got to be careful, you know,
I
because
know.
what's happening and all this other stuff, it limits people, you know,
Yeah.
and crazy.
It is crazy, but most definitely, I feel like that's something, I didn't always go, but like right after, my dad was killed, I did start going to therapy for a while. Not immediately after, but a few months, because, I felt like I was losing it. And I really didn't have a support system around me. It tore my family apart, and I was suffering. So I started going to therapy, and that's something that the therapist told me one day, and she's like, "You need to go home and watch some comedies, watch some stand up." And I was thinking, this lady's crazy. I'm in here telling her I don't even want to be here, and she's telling me to go home and watch TV. But there was something to it. I came home, I did. I went on Netflix, I watched a bunch of stand ups, and I found myself laughing.
Yeah,
And
laughter's good, man.
afterward, yeah, my heart felt lighter. I felt like something lifted off of my shoulders.
Laughter is good for the heart, and God is good for the heart, man. The
Yeah,
word alone is comforting. You know,
yeah,
the word alone is very comforting.
it
And
definitely is.
yeah, so well, Jen, I just tapped in to
Yeah, I'm glad you
show
did.
love
Thank
to your
you. Thank
channel,
you.
man.
Thank you.
And
Yeah, I'll
what's
be
up,
getting back to you.
hitting it hard,
That's right. Holidays are
Colton.
coming. That's
Right.
right. Right on. Yeah, I'll be
Right.
getting in touch with you soon, and we'll set something up then for
Yeah,
sure.
that sounds good, Jen. Sounds good. I mean, it'd be good, and hopefully it'll be helpful to these people that are
Yeah,
going through the same thing, you know, because a lot of people they're not alone, man. We all go through heartbreak. We all go through a lot of stuff, you know,
right.
and uh, and it's something that laughter is good, no
Yeah.
matter what, man. If I seen like some of my family members what they went through and how they're laughing, and it keeps them young, keeps them going. Like my older sisters and stuff,
Mhm.
I'm like tripping out, but it's true. Laughter's good for the heart, man.
It is.
So
It is.
I just want to say good night
I'm
and good
glad you
night,
did.
everybody. All the
Thank
raza
you.
in the room, and stay blessed and have a peaceful night and enjoy it.
Right.
Okay.
All right, House. We'll talk to you soon. Thank you. God
All
bless.
right. Take care, Mia. Bye bye.
Okay, bye. What a blessing to have him tap in, right, guys? He always comes with wisdom and joy, and you can tell when certain people just have a good heart. It's so refreshing, especially when you're going through something. I'm glad that we can all be there for each other in some way. Okay, with the holidays coming and all the good eats, laughing will keep or help shed the calories, right? So you're right, House. With tattoos, we need humor in our lives and a way to face all the negative out there. I agree. I agree. Hit hard, eat Colton, California. Laugh your tears out, says Sneaky Beanie. And you know what? You're right. That's where the whole smile now, cry later starts, right? Or somehow, some way that makes sense. Thanks, Jen. Have a good night. Thank you, Vince. Thank you guys for being here. Yeah, I just wanted to tap back in and see what you guys thought about this, coming on StreamYard and this platform. So I'll do it again. And, you guys, if you want to tap in and say hi, maybe tell some stories or just chop it up, I would appreciate it. And I know a lot of other people out there would, most definitely. So I'm going to tap out, but sending you guys a ton of love and blessings. He's definitely a stand-up individual with no hidden agenda. House of Tattoos is always willing to help out in a true blessing. I agree. Most definitely. So let's get up tomorrow, Monday, and let's make a positive stand in our lives for the week. And let's just be kind and move forward in a positive way. And I'll tap back in with you guys. Well, you guys tap into the round table Tuesday night at 6. We'll do that there. And then I think I'm going to try and go live Thursday night. You just watched show support I watched earlier. I know you had a hard time. Yes, I did. You know what? I used to get embarrassed just real quick. I still do, kind of, but it's all good because I have to learn, right? And hard time. I'm glad you got back. Thank you. Hit hard. That makes my heart feel good. I appreciate you so much because I'm going to keep trying. Before, I would have just quit and been like, I can't do it. It's too much. But I'm going to keep trying, and you guys help encourage me. So thank you. So you guys have a blessed night. Keep it pushing, keep it positive, and keep doing what you're doing, showing support. I love you guys for it. And with that, I'm out. I'll see you guys Tuesday night.